Good morning, everyone. Well, even though we got a weak warm front to work over us last night, already this afternoon, a cold front is going to be pushed in. So we're not going to be able to enjoy the above normal temperatures for very long, but we will while they're here. And that's this morning. Temperatures mid to upper 30s, 9 a.m. And these are our normal high temperatures for this time of year. So to be starting the day in the mid to upper 30s, that's a good thing. And I do think it's going to be a dry morning commute, but I do have to mention beginning around 9 a.m. the chance for isolated showers coming back. Initially at 9 a.m. probably only around the Viroqua area. And this is activity actually ahead of the cold front. So an opportunity for some isolated showers by I think only for the northwestern half of the area. I'll mention the chance for Madison, but it's an outside chance. I think the better chance is places like Boscobel, Dodgeville, Baraboo, Portage. And I don't think if you live south and east of Madison, I think with this first round of isolated activity, it's not going to happen. It does look like only about a 4-hour window from about 9 a.m. this morning until 1 o'clock this afternoon. And then that chance for isolated activity going away. So completely dry at 1 o'clock and no cold front just yet. But I think beginning around 2 o'clock, it's going to start to push in. And I think at 3 o'clock, it's going to be right around Boscobel and Baraboo. And you're going to know the cold front has arrived because as soon as it does push in, it's going to get breezy. Gusts are going to pick up to around 25 miles per hour, and that's how you'll know the cold front has arrived. So looking at 3 o'clock, I do think most of us this afternoon, before the cold front moves in, are going to reach the mid to upper 40s. Some right next to the lake might get stuck in the low 40s. And remember that when we're hitting these high temperatures before the cold front arrives, not breezy, so feeling pretty good. And notice no rain or snow along the cold front, kind of an unusual situation where the activity is mostly ahead of it, and then there's actually going to be some activity behind as well. But along the front, nothing going on, just an increase in the wind. And yes, temperatures are going to drop once the cold front comes through, but we're not looking at temperatures tumbling. It's going to be a gradual cool down behind this cold front. So this is looking at 5 o'clock. Notice still completely dry, and most of us now seeing the cold front come through. I think the only places where it won't have come through quite yet at 5 o'clock would be Lake Geneva, Milwaukee, Racine, and Kenosha. Everyone else, the cold front through. And I do think by 7 o'clock this evening, the cold front clear of all of us. But notice also at 7 o'clock, here comes the chance for isolated rain and snow showers again, because there's actually a little wave of low pressure behind this cold front. It's going to generate some isolated rain and snow showers, but I don't think everybody's going to see rain or snow. But I do need to mention the chance beginning around 7 o'clock this evening. And also, though, I mentioned the winds picking up and becoming breezy once the cold front arrives. It's going to be staying breezy behind the cold front as well. So let's take a look at 9 o'clock. Again, the activity at 7 o'clock just in the northern part of the area, trying to push a little bit farther south once we get to 9 o'clock. And here's 11 o'clock. And notice the significant gaps. And initially more likely to be rain, but temperatures are going to keep dropping. So we are talking about a rain-snow mix. So isolated rain showers and then some isolated snow flurries. And I do think that'll continue for much of the overnight hours, but I do think it's going to come to an end very late tonight. Now we're looking at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. For the morning commute, it will be completely dry, but looks cloudy. And look at the temperatures that we're going to be dealing with. Upper 20s, low 30s, but still breezy. Gusts are still going to be around 20 miles per hour 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So when you're heading out the door, even though the thermometer is going to be saying upper 20s, low 30s, look what it's actually going to be feeling like 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Only feeling like the low to mid 20s. So this is what you need to dress for early tomorrow morning. Now the good news is I do think the winds are going to die down for the afternoon tomorrow, though we're going to start breezy. Once we hit our high temperatures in the afternoon, I do think winds are only going to be around 10 miles per hour. So the wind chill factor going away. And these are actually normal high temperatures for this time of year. We might see some reach the low 40s. I think upper 30s are going to be most common, and some could get stuck in the mid 30s. And notice it's looking pretty cloudy to the day Thursday. I think eventually the clouds are going to break up. It's going to happen from west to east, so we might eventually break into partly cloudy skies in the western part of the area. But I think even in the afternoon on Thursday, we're just talking about a few peaks of sunshine for most of us. But at least won't be dealing with much wind. Now, as far as when our next chance for precipitation is, again, we're going to be dry during the day on Thursday, and I think Thursday night as well, but beginning early Friday morning, snow coming back to southern Wisconsin.